Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Hey Corner Crew podcast. I am your host, JJ Lang. With me, as always, are my not wonderful co-hosts. My one wonderful co-host. You know him, you love him, Nate the Lagoon Foss.
Apparently, Dan's not wonderful anymore.
Unfortunately, Dan the Statman Scully could not be with us this week. He is busy, doing important things like spending time with his family during the holidays.
Yeah, family.
Things that we don't take pleasure in doing. Not that, but just you get our point. We have other things we could do, like be here with all of you wonderful people. Also, because we did not get a chance to do it last. Yes, but I don't think we did it last time, so I will say it now. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. Unless you're a Chiefs fan, get crapped on.
I agree with that statement.
Say it with me now. Raiders. Okay, everyone. Now we're moving on, though. That was for our good friend of the show, Kobe Matthews and Ryan Nicholson, because they're both big Raider fans. Anyways, moving on from that, we're talking hockey now. The break is over. It is time to be back. We are ready to roll. Both teams are in action again this weekend, both unfortunately away. The men have a really fun tournament coming up that we haven't been at a tournament in years. And the ladies have an upcoming series. So we're gonna go into the ladies series first down and over in St. Michael's.
North.
There we go. So up in St. Sorry, they're so irrelevant, I don't even know. So we'll talk about them first, and then we'll get into the guys afterwards. So Nate, I'm gonna pitch it to you. We're gonna start talking about St. Michael's, and if you wouldn't mind repeating the line you gave before we started, that would be fantastic.
They're not good.
For the record, Nate looked at
They're
me.
Not great.
The first thing Nate said was "they ass."
They're not good.
Not particularly. No, we know that.
Okay, so I'll say this. It's not like they're getting blown out in every game. They're just not winning. They're 0-16. They're 0-14 in conference.
What conference are they in?
The New Ha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Bobby D's conference.
Oh, it's the new one he made? Oh, whatever.
It's not really new. Huh? Get it new. But they don't score a lot. Although, like I said to JJ, they only have a couple players without points. So they just don't have a lot of them. I mean, their leading scorer has 7 points and 4 goals. A lot of 1-goal scorers on this team. I was trying to find opponents that we've played. I mean, they lost to Assumption 5-1 and 3-1. Who we beat. I don't want to say handily, but I mean we beat them.
We did.
So it's like you don't want to sleep on a team like this because that could bite you. But realistically, this should be a stat pad weekend.
Yeah, this should be just the weekend we roll in there and obliterate the life out of them.
And I know Dom hates it, but I think it's a good test to come back from break to play a team like this. They're maybe not the greatest team, but competitive enough where you have to skate hard, especially on the road.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We're going to be, especially because we're going to be road warriors the rest of the year. We only have 5 more home games, which sucks. And a bunch of them come in February.
Mm-hmm.
We're not home again for another 3 weeks, which sucks. And that's Penn State. That'll be a fun series.
But we always have their number, though. Like, we always play well.
No, we don't have their number. We just play well.
We used to have
their number, but then they changed it.
We have half their number.
Yes. And we'll get to them when we get to them. But like St. Michael's, not really a team to, like I said, not a team to sleep on. But
no. And I agree. I think coming out of the break, this is the perfect weekend to get back into it. This is a team that we should absolutely, spoilers, sweep the life out of. Like, we should go in there and crush them. We should.
Should.
I'm not saying we will.
We also said that about Assumption.
And that didn't happen.
No.
So I think you go in, you play your game, and just
take care of business.
Just take care of business.
Take care of business.
Because they're playing. Do not be the team that they earn their first win of the season against.
Right.
You do not want to be that team. They're going to want to win because they do not like being, bottom feeders and the joke of women's hockey right now. They don't like being that. They're going to want to beat us. So you should go out there and not let that happen.
Yeah. It's I'm looking at the Newhouse standings. Long Island is 14-0 in conference, but Yikes. They're 0-5 in non-conference games. That's crazy. Although, okay, so they played Northeastern and Duluth. Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Anyway,
those numbers now fit together.
Sidetracked. I mean, you should expect to see Sophia and Sarah each get a game, I would assume.
I wouldn't be, honest to God.
I wouldn't be surprised if Emma gets a game.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're whooping the life out of them in game 2, if Sarah comes out and Emma goes in.
And they split. Maybe they split the game.
Because I really... Because
you want your goalies to be fresh. And the fact that Emma hasn't played in a game yet is slightly concerning, because you don't want a goalie sitting on the bench all year and not playing.
Yeah. I do think...
Because, God forbid, they need to come in.
Yeah.
You want to keep them fresh, so...
Toes are crossed also. Not that I don't... I don't like saying this, but I really do feel like Sophia may have stolen the net from Sarah.
I think it's still open, but...
I think it's still open, but I think the time of the door being open is
you ride the hot
closing
hand,
quickly.
I think
you
this
kind of have
Celeste
to.
is just riding the hot hand. I mean, yeah, Sarah was a little banged up a little bit, and that's why Sophia came in. But I mean, who knows? I mean, she's had almost a month to get healthy and get ready, and
yes,
everybody has. I mean, every team has nagging injuries. That's why I think having the Christmas break is great.
Is important
because you can rest, recover, get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a mental break too. Like, you're not worrying about hockey and school, and
you're taking that break for the holidays, spend time with family,
and then when you come back, it's all hockey, which is a good thing. So, especially because we don't have another bye week.
No, it's
the next bye week. The next bye week that we could have is after we win CHA.
Yeah.
The next weekend off is either we won CHA and we're going to the NCAA tournament, or the season's over.
Or we're done. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which might be a good thing. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It's because, like we've said before, with the CHA schedule, there's no games in hand that will be a thing this year.
No.
So that means everybody else doesn't have a bye week either.
Yes.
So it's not like
kind of nice.
It's not like when we go to Mercyhurst, they would have been off the weekend before. Like, they played the weekend before, and
no,
it sets up nicely because at the end of the year, I mean, CHA's tight. I really do think anybody can go on a run here, especially in the second half. Everybody's had a few weeks off.
Oh yeah, they can.
So get it done this weekend. Get out of there. Come home. I know we go back out to New England the weekend after to play Brown, but we'll talk about them next week. But yeah, just go in, take care of business, get out. Get out healthy. Get out 100% healthy, and let's roll. Time to get going. This is when you figure out what kind of team you have.
Mm-hmm.
Is the second half of the season. The games get harder, more competitive, a little more physical, and they mean more. So, yeah, you said sweep. I'll say sweep.
Yeah, I don't think anyone doubts that we're gonna whoop them.
I don't want to say whoop them, but
I don't either. But I just
last time we said that,
look what we did to them last year.
Right.
And our team last year was arguably way worse than it was this year. I
don't want to say way worse, but we're significantly better than we were last year.
We are much better last year than we were last year.
I'd rather say we're better this year than
yes. That's more what I meant. That's more what I was trying to say, yes. Like
So
this team this year has seen improvement, and from what it looks like, St. Michael's has not. So
yeah.
I'm not expecting another 9-0 blowout, but
yes, you are. Games are streamed for free too. Let's go. Hopefully
wait,
catch.
there we go. I'll do this. Wait, I'll flip it around.
You want
No,
10? No. No. Yes.
there we go.
Yes.
That's
There you
better.
go.
Directions are hard. That's what we want. 10 goals per game.
St. Michael's, the stream is free. I'm gonna watch that while catching the second game of the lead yard.
Before we get to that, let's go around what our other friends in the CHA will be doing this weekend.
Only one more team is in action. It's the Battle at the Berg in Pittsburgh. RMU takes on Bemidji, and they're listed as the away team for this, which is kind of odd
is
since
hilarious
they're hosting.
because it's their building.
It's actually at the Penguins practice facility.
Is it really?
Yeah, so
that's kind of cool, actually.
But they're the home team. They're hosting it, and then that will be at 7:00 on Friday, same time as our game, and then they will play either Colgate or Maine, depending on how the tournament goes. Our game's at 2. That game will the Robert Morris game will either be at 4, I believe, or 7. So should be a good weekend. This is a fun time of year in college hockey. There's some tournaments going on, and holiday tournaments are always fun. So speaking of holiday tournaments.
Oh, yes. Switching over to Atlantic, it is time. The Ledyard has finally arrived, everybody. It is Friday and Saturday. Nate and Mr. the Big Goon himself will be there along with a handful of Tiger faithful.
Good amount.
To make our presence known and show everyone why we are the best. What else can we say? So Friday's game will be against. So I'm going to start with this. This preview is going to be kind of funky because it's a tournament. So we don't know who we're playing Saturday until we play Friday. Yeah, because
we got to preview 3 teams.
It's difficult. So the one we can for sure preview is number 8 Maine. They're number 8 now, right?
Yeah,
they're very good.
They're very good.
Who else is very good? So are we.
We are very good.
They have also not played us in a long time.
Ever.
Or if ever. Yeah, no, if they've never played us. None of these teams have played us, believe it or not.
Lake State.
Lake State has? Okay.
Yeah, we won. They were number 18 in the country.
15 years? Probably 15 years ago?
No. It was like 11.
Yeah, there we go. Close enough.
RAT went into the Catamount Cup, beat number 11 Ferris State 3-0. Fun fact, Ferris went on to lose in the national championship game that year, and we beat them 3-0. So that would have been a by proxy national championship had they won. And then the next night we beat number 18 Lake State 5-1 to win the Catamount Cup, and then there was no trophy, and we complained, and we haven't been invited back since.
Shocker.
What? There was no trophy.
How do you not give a trophy? How do you not give a trophy?
There better be a trophy for the lead yard. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, there has to be one.
Or better be.
Why was there no trophy for the cat for that one?
Couldn't tell you.
That's so stupid.
I agree.
So the 3. So
anyway,
let's talk about Maine.
2 names you need to know: Josh and Bradley Nadeau.
Their names will probably come up multiple times.
You will hear them a lot. Both lead the Black Bears in goals, each with 10. Josh has 1 more assist than Bradley, so they're the 2 leading goal scorers on the team. Maine's goalies, good.
Yes, very good.
Victor Osman, 9 wins. He's got 239 goals against and 905 save percentage. This guy's ridiculous. They can score.
Yes, they can.
They can score. They currently sit 10th in the country with 3.53 goals a game. Fun fact, we are 12th at 3.52. Tied with North Dakota. Come at me. Yeah, I'm scared.
I'm
I'm not.
not.
All right, hang on. I'm
I'm
not
really not.
scared. I'm not scared, but this game is gonna be interesting. I feel like it's gonna go one of two ways. We're either gonna be stuck in a goalie duel, which I think plays into our favor,
I
or
think
it's
so
gonna be
too.
a track meet.
Yeah, it's gonna be goals everywhere.
And I think that plays into Maine's favor because I do think we have the better goaltender. I
I think Scarfoni is much better than them.
I think we have the better goalie in almost every game. In every actually no, we do have the better goalie in every game the rest of the season.
Yes,
So I think that
correct.
is a category that is very beneficial to us. It helps us in ways that nobody can really understand unless you really understand the game of hockey. Um, I think the key to this game is going to be special teams.
Mm-hmm.
You
We
gotta
cannot
stay
take
out
stupid
of the
penalties.
box.
They will make you pay if you end up in the box a million times. We
Maine's
can't
power
have
play. Maine's power play is a whole percentage point better than ours.
that.
So
It's going to come down to that.
you gotta stay out of the box.
And if they end up in the box, we have
Gotta
to
score.
capitalize.
Gotta
You got
score.
to score.
What we
If
need to
they
hope
take
is
two,
that,
you need to score two.
and
Simple as
I
that.
I trust that Ben Barr is smart and he's watched some video on our power play. Because if he hasn't,
He's an
gonna
idiot.
end up like UNH, who gave up how many power play goals to JoJo
Yeah,
in 2 games?
JoJo was in his kitchen just frying up everything.
Uh-huh. So he had
I
two
wouldn't be.
power plays.
You have to think that their goals their goal has to be for that game is to try and take away Wilkie, take away Lasky and
Hey,
JoJo, and then just hope to God you can force penalties.
what's great
That's got to
about
be
our
your plan.
team, what's great about our team is that we're deep.
Yes, we're very deep.
Because a lot of teams have a really good first line, a good second line, a decent third line, and fourth line.
And a poo-poo
We
fourth
have
line.
a very good first line, a very good second line, and a very good third line, and then a
Mm-hmm.
pretty good fourth line.
Yes.
So, I mean, we have 1, 2, 3 guys without a point this year that aren't goalies. One is Adam Jeffrey, who's only played in 1 game.
Yeah, so that you kind of have to give him that one.
Evan Miller, who hasn't played in a lot of games either. He's only played in 5. Mm-hmm. And Doug Scott's also only played in 5. Everybody else has a point.
Score a goal against Maine. I guarantee it.
If Doug Scott scores a goal against the University of Maine, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm going to be so pissed that I wasn't there to see Dougie Scott's first career goal. That's going to make me, I'm going to cry. Like, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to cry. That's exactly what will happen.
I just made the mistake of looking at our PIMS.
Oh, good God.
It
I
is
want to know.
Christian Catalano and a giant gap. And then Crossley Stewart.
Like I said before, Christian Catalano is just making his audition for the Tooth Fairy 2. Instead of The Rock in the penalty box, it'll be him.
We'll see what the lineup looks like.
I'm interested.
I'm interested to see what the lineup looks like on Friday. I'm more interested for Friday because, like, you had Catalano out of the lineup on Saturday, and Jeffrey came in, and I thought he played really well. And I really like Caleb Moritz on that line with Wild and Fukakusa. I really like that line
because you get that veteran presence with those guys, and I think it strengthens them.
And I think it really benefits Caleb too.
Yep.
So, and Adam Jeffrey filled in with Jock and Mahan. So we'll see. I still love that Gonzalez and Andrew flip.
Yes,
that's the best move Wayne Wilson's made
that was
in
the
years.
Best move they've made in a while. I wouldn't say years. I think the best move he's made in years.
No, that's the best move.
No, converting Bootsy from a defenseman to a forward was cracked, and that no one thought it was going to work, and then it did.
I love Bootsy, but no.
I think Bootsy move was better.
That was a good move, but you made that top line almost unstoppable when you put Gonzalez on it.
That's a good point. Gonzo's problem for me is he tries to be too fancy sometimes. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes he goes in there, he's like spinning around. I'm like, bro, shoot the damn puck. Stop trying to be fancy and flip it around. Just bury it. I don't care what you have to do. Anyways.
So yeah, Maine's good. My prediction is going to be a very close. I think I'm gonna go 4-3. RIT win.
I'm gonna go 1 goal less for each. I'm gonna say 3-2.
I don't care how it's done. Just win the hockey game.
Yes, I don't give a crap if it's 1-0. If you win, I could care less.
What did Ed
as long as
say?
you win, that's all that matters.
Ed said something about their strength of schedule.
Oh, didn't he say like if they
have like the 6th best strength of schedule the rest of the season?
So if you beat them,
if we beat them, oh my God,
our pairwise numbers will be through the freaking roof.
So I've been playing around with that on CHN, and there's 3 games that have absolutely killed our pairwise this year. It's St. Lawrence, the UNH loss in overtime, because we were 6 seconds away from winning that game in regulation.
Yeah, that
would have been huge. The AIC loss. If we had all those, if those all flipped to wins and we beat Maine, we would be like 4th in the pairwise.
Well, there's also the problem that we also did drop that one to Mercyhurst.
Yeah, I didn't factor that one in. That was just it was more games that I thought that we kind of blew at the end.
Us. Yeah.
I even kept the St. Lawrence game as it was, and I just flipped the UNH and AIC games, and it put us at like 11.
What are we at
beating Maine? With beating Maine, we're 17 right now. So this game, just without any results anywhere else in the country, it puts us up to 15, which is in the tournament. But you want to be higher than 15.
You want to be in like as close to 10 as you can get.
Keep winning. They win hockey games this year. That's what I want.
Just win every game the rest of the season.
I also want them to wear their orange jerseys this weekend, because that jersey matchup is going to be the most sexy jersey matchup I have ever seen in my life.
I think the orange ones looks better than the black ones.
The main white jerseys, which are absolute classics, by the way.
I know you're.
Shut up. You're so wrong. You have the worst. You have the worst uniform takes I have ever heard of anybody in my life.
I am gonna wear my Winter Classic jersey next week just to make you mad.
Horrible. The main white jerseys versus the orange RAT jerseys is going to be so beautiful. I've been begging all week on social media for them.
Unless Wayne doesn't, he just brings the black ones because he's a traditionalist.
Well, if he's a traditionalist, we should be wearing orange. It's the guys that like the black.
The black ones are pretty sick. You can't even deny that. The black ones.
Come on.
The black ones are so good.
Come on, this is sick.
The black ones are nuts.
We might have one of the best jersey sets in the country. I'd put it up there. I'd put it up there against anybody.
I would too.
What do you want? You want Dartmouth or Lake State next? I'll let you pick.
I don't even really know how we preview both. Like, we don't know who we're going to play.
We can just talk about both.
Well, we'll just talk about both. Dartmouth is fine. Lake State is okay.
Dartmouth sucks.
I would rather play them.
I would much rather play Dartmouth. Dartmouth 2-3-6 overall. One of those stupid Ivy League schools that doesn't play for the first month of the season.
Give them their own friggin' conference already and just let them be in their own little weird
God,
pocket.
I'm so over the Ivy Leagues. Anyway, they've actually they have 6 ties this year.
That's kind of weird. So I don't like that.
They tied with Quinnipiac, who's very good.
Yeah.
They actually won that shootout and got the extra point in ECAC. Yeah. They lost to Cornell in the shootout. So that was a tie 2-2. So I mean that's a decent one. They lost to St. Lawrence 3-1. and they lost to Clarkson in a shootout. And then they just split with Arizona State with 2 ties. And Arizona State's having a good year too. So
yeah, ASU's been kind of weirdly good.
What is, and they only lost to UNH 3-1. It's kind of nice. They've played a couple teams we've played this year, so it's kind of nice to kind of see that. But like, what is this team? Are they good?
They don't know how to finish.
Are they bad and just getting lucky, or do they? Yeah, like you said, do they just not know how to? Like,
I don't know. It's just they don't know how to finish.
Quinnipiac game. Okay, maybe it's not they don't know how to finish. Maybe they just don't turn it on till late because they tied the game late against Quinnipiac. They couldn't finish against, although Cornell, though all those goals came in the second. The Clarkson game, they scored with a minute and a half left to tie it. Arizona State, that was just kind of a back and forth game. And then the second game, they tied it in the second period. So, like, I don't know if it's they don't know how to finish. I just think
they have weird little spurts where they kind of catch up and then they just have nothing.
Right.
They're weird. I'd rather play them though, because actually I don't even know. I don't even know if I'd rather play them. Because we'll probably tie them. They'll probably go to a shootout.
Nah, they'll do a shootout. Because it's a
tournament. Well, that's what I mean. They'll do a shootout.
Yeah.
Like it'll end up in that. Like something stupid will happen where they'll luck themselves into overtime and then something weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
Lake State is to me the more clear cut. Just you will want to hope to God you can avoid them.
No, the team you hope to avoid is Maine, but we got scheduled to play them. So
you know what? You got
good.
Hey,
I
good.
love
You're
it.
in our way. Get out of good.
I love it. Get out of it.
You're on our way. Time for you to move.
Lake State 9-9-1.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean they beat Clarkson overtime. They beat St. Lawrence 5-2. They don't really have a win that stands out.
No.
They split with Bemidji. They lost 7-1 and won 6-1. So it's like they've won a couple games in overtime. So if the game gets to overtime, they know how to finish that. They're another team that's just like, what are they?
I think the question for me is going to be, well, that's not question. I think it's going to come. I think for me, the interesting situation is going to be the goalie situation. Like if we lose to Maine, I think Luke plays Saturday.
Maybe. Yeah, if we're playing in a third place game. Yeah.
If we're playing in third place, I see Luke because at that point, it doesn't even matter.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
If we win, Scarfy's riding hard Saturday. Like there is not even a question.
Go win the damn thing.
And I think, and I'm being really honest right now, if we win Friday, it is our Saturday.
I've said it before. The game Friday is the championship game.
Yep. Whoever wins that.
Especially because it's the early game too, so we'll have the rest.
Yeah.
Like, we want Dartmouth and Lake State at 7:30. A, to go to a shootout, and B, we want lots of fights and lots of game disqualifications.
Lots of game misconducts.
No. Misconducts don't carry another game. We want disqualifications.
You get a disqualification, and you get a disqualification.
Especially because that would make it fun as a neutral fan just watching the game.
Let's also look at the fact that this Friday game, this first game, is a battle of 2 ranked teams.
Yes.
That's
and
huge.
you gotta think that Dartmouth is loving that. They're getting two of the best teams in the country into their barn. And they knew that when they scheduled it. But I think that's why we got invited. But
no, because of how good we were last year, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, although we knew that we were going there in February when they announced the non-conference schedule, which I'm waiting for. Well, we know most of it, which is kind of nice. But
yes, we know
because we got Bowling Green for homecoming. We're going to UNH. We're going to Clarkson and St. Lawrence. So that's 5 of the 8 games we can have.
Like the slew again. Ugh. Hard pass on that one. I'm good. Not going to Appleton again.
I mean, I would.
I would assaulted while I'm down there.
If it's a 2-game weekend with Clarkson, I wouldn't mind going up there. But
No, I don't feel like getting my stuff destroyed again by some old townie who likes to wear his own company logo on his sweatshirt while he beats things up.
That we may or may not have left a million 1-star reviews on the way home.
Yeah, your company got review bombed. You get when you mess with the tech school.
Don't mess with Corner Crew. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. It's never a good thing.
This is going to be a fun weekend. I love tournaments.
Yes, it is.
I think this is a very fun time of year. Like I said, it's a very fun time of year in college hockey. There's a lot of tournaments, a lot of games that you get to see a lot of teams that you don't normally see play each other. Mm-hmm. Like we've never, at least at Division I, we've never played Maine and we've never played Dartmouth, and we've only played Lake State once, I think, at the Division I level, and we won.
See that.
So we get to see teams that we haven't seen before, and that we don't see that often, and maybe that leads to a non-conference weekend down the road. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd love to go to
actually.
I'd love to go up to Maine for a game. That's my excuse to go up there, as far as RIT goes. So that is a beautiful barn, by the way. If you've never looked it up, it's absolutely gorgeous. So is Dartmouth. There's not much to the Dartmouth barn, but it's beautiful.
Nice.
It's sweet.
Pretty damn nice. Y'all better be loud too.
Come on. Come on.
Listen, your dad's gonna do that. That's all we gotta know.
That was a stupid comment.
When Mr. the Big Goon gets out of his car and walks into that building, people are gonna be scared because they're gonna be like, "Oh no, he's here too."
Yeah. There's gonna be a good crowd too. I was looking at the seating chart for our sections, and the RIT section is pretty full. So
is it full completely?
It's not completely full, but there's a good amount of seats sold. So that'll be fun.
Dartmouth will probably have a squad, maybe.
Yeah, they'll have their locals for sure.
And we know that Maine is gonna have like no one because
no, Maine will have people because they've got fans all over New England.
Well, the thing with Maine is
they probably won't have the students that we do.
Students won't be there,
but they'll have. Maine's got a great fan base too. I'd put Maine's fan base up there with anybody in the country.
The Maniacs are nuts.
I'd also put us up there with anybody in the country, but
no, we're the best. That was voted on, so.
By who? That's what I want.
Doesn't matter. It got voted on.
Yeah. Alphon's a great rink, though. I definitely want to get up there. And I mean, Lake State, it's kind of hard, but because they're they're so far out. But it'll be good crowds, I hope, for all 4 games. I think the lead yard is something that those fans up there love to have, and they show up for it seems like. So it'll be good.
So I'm just looking to see if we had I totally forgot if we had any games over the break that we didn't catch up with yet. Yes, we did. I can go over those now if you'd like.
Sure.
I mean, sure.
I mean, I got it up too, but.
Well, I figured I'd be Dan today and do it. On Friday, December the 15th, because I don't think we covered that one, did we?
No,
we did not. On December the 15th, Canisius beat AIC at the the Tiger Center in Buffalo, New York. That game was
in GPC West.
Yeah, GPC West. AIC apparently didn't take too kindly to that and turned it around the next night and absolutely kicked the crap out of them 6-1. So, haha, that's funny. Those were the only games involving Atlantic teams from over the break that we saw. Well, break.
AIC losing that game too is huge because now they're even with us in games. They would have been a point behind us.
Oh, nope, I am actually wrong. There was another game. Also on the 16th, I don't know how I missed this. Arizona State went into Robert Morris, beat them 4-1. And then RMU turned it around the next night and said, "Hey, we're going to try harder this time." Scored 2 more goals and then allowed ASU to score 8. So,
attaboy, Chad.
Great job, Chad. I'm still figuring out this camera. Then we jump forward a bunch. Games will start up again this Thursday. Air Force will go into Wisconsin to play Wisconsin. where they will probably be handily destroyed. I really don't see them beating them.
Yeah, and that's the holiday face-off tournament too, and the other two teams are Duluth and Northeastern.
In Northeastern, so Air Force is cannon fodder.
Oh boy,
Air Force is straight up cannon fodder the whole weekend. That's
oh boy.
Then we go to Friday where we take on Maine at 4 p.m. for the Ledyard. Looking at where other teams are.
No conference games this weekend too, by the way.
No conference games. Air Force will play whoever the loser or winner is, depending on whatever happens to them. So they will play either Duluth or Northeastern, and they will probably get destroyed by them as well. RPI will travel to the Tiger Center, GPC West, for a 3 o'clock showdown with Canisius on the 29th. Along with, as I'm trying to make sure everything, that's it for that day. Going to Saturday, we will take on either the
winner. You missed a bunch of games, dude.
Who? What did I miss? Nobody else on here. Oh, never mind.
No,
Nope, I see it now. Yep. So I'm sorry, I missed the Army thing because it's Army.
This is why doing the Atlantic Hockey website is better than CHN.
This is why Scully does it.
Yes. This is why I have it up.
Listen, I'm trying to be Dan because I want to be Dan in life anyway.
You can never be Dan.
I can't wait for Dan to watch this back and hear the line of I just want to be Dan in life. Just think about it. Dan Scully is just a cool guy. UNH will travel to West Point for a 7 o'clock showdown with Army on the 29th as well. And then jumping forward to Saturday, we will Who?
Miami goes to Niagara.
Whatever. I don't like talking about Niagara. They're stupid. Miami goes to the Purple Prison on Friday at 7 o'clock, whatever. Am I missing anything else? You're gonna yell at me again?
No, I think you're good.
Excuse me. RPI will finish the series with Canisius at 1 o'clock on Saturday for some weird reason. AIC takes on UMass Lowell at 4:05 in Massachusetts. That looks like that's at UMass.
In Lowell.
Yes. Yep.
No, it's not at UMass. It's at UMass Lowell. They will yell at you for that.
Good, let them.
They will yell. Hey, no, we like the Blue Crew. Okay, we like them.
That's true. The Blue Crew. Those guys are fun. They're so friends.
Awesome.
What do you mean?
They're great.
They're great.
They're awesome. All the time. I want an RAT Lowell series so bad.
Oh, we
need that back. Oh,
yes.
That'd be so. And I would hope we would send a squad out there too, because
yes, we definitely would.
That would be so much fun.
Miami will finish their series at the Purple Prison on Saturday at 5 against Niagara. Mercyhurst will take on Ohio State. Will probably get absolutely slaughtered.
In the longest home and home I've ever seen in my life.
It's so stupid.
Ohio State. Somehow Mercyhurst always gets Ohio State into their dump of a building. Yeah, how come we can't get them to come to GPC?
No, they're going to Columbus for that game.
No, I know. No, but in October, Ohio State went to Mercyhurst and beat them 4-3.
Oh, yes, that's true.
In the first game of the season.
Right, that is true. That I forgot.
It's the longest home and home I've ever seen.
The Union Garnet Chargers will travel to Bentley to take them on at 5:30 on Saturday as well. And then rounding it off for Atlantic teams is Holy Cross going into Quinnipiac at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Well, they will probably also be handily destroyed. So let's look at
I don't know. That might be a good game. That's a game to watch.
Literally no chance. And that is it for that weekend. Actually, should I go over the Tuesday game?
Yeah, I don't know when we're recording next week.
I hate it. Tuesday, January the 2nd, Bentley will travel to Tate Rink at West Point to take on Army. I think, isn't that some reschedule or something like that?
No. That was Army AIC.
Oh, okay. And then
Army has a lot of Tuesday games this year.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
It's got to be an Army thing because they have a lot of Tuesday games.
The final game on Tuesday, January the 2nd, Merrimack will travel to Holy Cross to take them on as well. I'm not going to go over the Wednesday games, even though, oh no, sorry, that's Friday. My bad. Well, that's it. Woohoo! We're reading CHN.
Yeah, don't ever do that again.
We won't have to. Dan will be back next time. We're good.
Be a
fun weekend.
Good weekend of hockey. Very excited.
This could be one of the very rare 4-win weekends, which means which means the meme lord Ryan will be up to a lot of hard work to whip some things up. I really hope we just
rare
obliterate.
4-win weekends and not going to be rare for much longer, buddy.
No, that's why I'm saying rare for now. I really want us to just absolutely uncork just a cannon of whoop ass on what's it called? St. Michael's, so that we can just get the most savage meme ever for Sunday. Just give it to me.
I'm so excited for Friday.
It's gonna be good.
I cannot.
I'm jealous
wait
of
for
you.
that game. Oh my god! I've been waiting for this game for almost a year now.
If I had a couple extra vacay days, I would have been like, "See ya, I'm going." But yeah, it didn't happen.
Be fun. So I figured it out. There's only 3 RAT games the rest of the year that I can't make. Total home and road. I can't make it to the Clarkson game, and I'm so upset. I know.
So who's on cowbell duty that day? Aaron?
Cowbell might not be in the building.
Oh, that's
because I'm bringing it with me.
So I'm gonna bring the broken. Better leave the broken one there so we can use that.
And then the 2 Mercyhurst games at Mercyhurst, but that's fine. Why the hell would I go to Erie? But I am going to Robert Morris. Very excited.
Why the hell would I go to Erie?
We got 2 games at Dwyer coming up soon.
Oh, those are gonna be good.
Oh, I can't wait. Although they're Thursdays because club teams are more important.
I hate that so much.
And then the one game I have absolutely freaking circled on my calendar is the last game of the year at Harbor Center. Against Canisius. I cannot freaking wait for that game. I'm not trying to rush the season away, but
I cannot wait for that.
I really hope that game means absolutely nothing, but it means a lot to Canisius. So when we slaughter them,
when we score 15 in their own building. On whoever their pathetic goaltender is now.
Jacob's not there anymore, so it's okay.
I really want to just have the corner crew send him a very heartfelt letter when he finally is done that just says we love
could you imagine?
This says we liked bullying you all these years.
Hang on, let me say something to you right now, and I want your reaction. What if we play Michigan in the NCAA tournament?
Oh my god.
Cody Laskowski just starts foaming at the mouth. He used to play Jacob again. I would if I could bet on individual if I could bet on individual players in college hockey, I would be smashing. I'd put the farm on Cody Laskowski anytime goal scorer in that game. I would put every penny to my name
that he gets a point somehow.
And he scores, and I would just be like, "Give me the cash." The odds makers would need to realize. They need to make that a minus 4,000 odds so that nobody wins anything.
Hasn't he scored in every game he's ever played against Canisius?
Lasco?
He's gotta have.
Not every
Lasky's gotta have.
No, because remember they had our number last year at GPC.
No, Lasky scored in that game.
No, he didn't. Bootsy scored.
No,
we wanted him to score in that game. I can't even go look at it.
Yes, because that game. But don't even worry about it. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah. We're rambling.
Yeah. We should wrap it up now. there's no damn.
Let's go.
I'm so ready to be back, man. I'm so ready to be back. I can't wait. I got hockey. I love this.
Nice. I will say, let me just say this. I am exhausted after games. Absolutely.
We both are.
Mentally exhausted, right?
Physically exhausted. I'm getting too
Having
old
the break is nice, but let's freaking go.
I'm not 19 years old anymore. I'll be able to jump and throw myself around the corner.
It's time to roll. This is when
a championship. I want one. It's in my blood. I want it. It's been too long.
It's been way too long. You have no idea.
You
have no idea how unbelievable a championship with this team is.
I need it.
It is a weight off your shoulder.
Well,
I've been waiting for it since that Niagara loss in 2019 because I thought that team was going to win a title.
I thought we were too also. Well,
And then last year's team deserved one.
Yeah. Well, leaving it at that and wrapping it up now so we don't continue to ramble on forever. If you have not already subscribed to the podcast YouTube channel, hit the notification bell like Crash did so you will get notified whenever new episodes go live because, that helps us out a little bit.
Sorry the last one was late.
Yeah, a little bit.
It was a little hectic, okay? It was a little hectic.
It's the holidays. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Leave a like on the video, and that also helps us out. And also, leave a comment. We do read all of them. Even if your name is not Aaron Huss, we will still see it. We will still react and like it and probably say something back to you. Social media is also a thing. You can find Instagram, which we are still nearing 2,000. We've been kind of quiet on there, mostly because there's nothing to post about. But now there will be come Friday, which will be great.
I'm going to be putting a lot on the story Friday.
Tony the Tiger, great. That was so cringe.
That was horrible. Please never do that
again. We need a blooper reel at the end of this year. I'm going to task someone to go through and find all the stupid clips and just put them onto a blooper reel and we'll post it.
So Zoe?
No, some of it's not Zoe because Zoe does a lot of hard work. Like edit things during the middle of Christmas. Twitter is a thing still. Facebook, ignore all that because that's had some weird stuff put on there recently. We probably should just shut that down at this point. Spotify and Apple Podcasts are still a thing, correct?
We're working on it.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We've been behind on that. Just focus.
It got screwy.
Yeah, just focus on YouTube. That's probably where it's going to be permanently going forward. Is there? If you have not, so putting it out there, man, we've been off for way too long. Ending it there. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you guys for the games. Go Tigers.
Roll Tech.